You go to hockey games to get excited. Two goals with the goalie pulled, and the Bruins, showing hearts of lions, have tied it 3-3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back for episode 14. Little impromptu episode here. We are, for those watching, you can see that we are -1 on the panel here.
We're on the penalty kill, just like the
Yes, perma penalty kill today for the next half hour, 45 minutes. Mike's presence will be missed. We'll have to block some shots and chip pucks out for him in his presence. We will kill it off, and we'll be back full strength in the next week or two. But, Brian, how are we doing?
board. Like it's so sad to look at the Bruins schedule and like knowing that we're not going to get a game for a couple more weeks here. The Olympics have been a good little like intermediate for us, but I miss just sitting down on a Tuesday night after work and watching the Bruins. So I'm excited for them to get going again.
I agree. Little bored, but honestly, I love the Olympics. In particular, the Winter Olympics. There's something to watch. You got this thing on during the workday in the background. You got games all day long. And at night, you got the recaps of the nonsense sports, no offense to anyone out there, that are going on. These people are going face first down these luges and that skeleton going 80 miles an hour, complete and utter maniacs. It's unbelievable the type of sports that people partake in.
Did you
Today.
see the relay inline skating?
Yes, last night or whatever it was. It was like the stuff that Apollo Ono used to do.
Yeah, I've never seen something work so seamlessly.
Flawless.
They're just circling the inner circle, waiting for their guy to come over, and they just mix and match, just weaving in between one another. I was stunned at how good they are at that. Like, I understand they practice it, whatever, but that was unbelievable. And I saw a couple of wipeouts too. Scary. Those blades are long. We're talking like a foot.
Take that off the Achilles.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. So that was maybe actually more than a foot. I think it's more than a foot. It's like we're talking like foot plus.
They cook. There was we were watching the relays too, and I was like, what are these idiots just doing, skating around in the middle? I had no idea it was the relay. Like me being the idiot.
Look at their legs going.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nice, getting warmed up, like trying to time it out for their next heat. Nope, they're getting pushed in, and Bry's like, they push each other? Like, I was like, yeah, it's nuts, and they're moving. They're absolutely moving.
Speaking of pushing, did you see the whole back and forth between Team Sweden and Team Canada on the curling?
Yeah, someone on Twitter was like, you think that little finger push is going to make a difference? Just like,
well, I read, I know obviously,
gotta.
I know zero about curling, but evidently that was legal.
News to me. I don't know what.
News to me.
I don't know my butt from my armpit with curling or just about any other sport going on in the
I love
Olympics.
the fire. I love the fire just on the court, just going back and forth. And the Sweden guy is like, okay, yeah, well, I'll just show you the video after.
It's like they're just trash talking during curling. Like, it's all time. Did you see that Quadzilla kid? Not the guy that did like 15 backflips on the ice. Not the figure skater.
Yes.
The kid that won gold on speed skating. I don't know his name. He set like the Olympic and the world record. It was like the one lap, like as fast as you can. This kid,
Yeah.
he was going so goddamn fast on the ice. I think he maxed out at like 35, almost like 40 miles an hour. Could you imagine?
He's American, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was him, a kid from like a Dutch kid, and then like an older Canadian. Not older, he's probably like 33, but he was like the old guy in the heat. And they all set like Olympic records, and they were just cooking. Those guys move.
I was stunned that Italy is spectacular.
They're like low key cleaning up in like the medal count.
Well, the last I looked, Norway was in first.
Well, think about their machines, those uphill like cross country skiing relays where these guys are just running uphill, and gals with skis, is just comedy.
We're talking, like, I just looked it up. Norway has a population of 5.5 million people.
Winter Olympics is what they look.
I get that, but like we're talking, like, I mean, like U.S.'s population is 338 million.
Yeah, that is nuts. Like, that is nuts. I saw that today. It's Norway, Italy, the U.S., and the Dutch right now, which is crazy. And then Canada just in 15th with 9 medals. overall. They got 1 gold now. They're on the board. I mean, Australia has do they have more? They have more gold than Canada.
Now I need to do the population comparison. Canada's 39 million. Australia is 27.5 million.
But it's also Australia.
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Anyways,
Yes.
jumping into the Olympic stuff a little quick. We'll get back to it. What do you got for housekeeping for us?
Coming down off of my where my wires crossed a little bit on the McAvoy hit. It's just, like I love the move by Chuck posting a picture.
You mean the tweet heard around the world?
Just unbelievable, and like no response from my understanding from player safety or the NHL, but everyone recognized it. And like he's also heading into Olympic break where he's an assistant captain for Team USA. One of the best pictures ever created. I'm sure it's still getting favorites right now, but it was like the whole aftermath of what happened with like people like or even like the panels like licking their wounds a little bit. I read like I'm gonna take us through like from a little bit of the game all the way to pretty much like where we are today. Steve Conroy tweeted, so Vilmanis is back in Florida lineup tonight. Guess whatever kept him out of the last 50 minutes last night wasn't too serious. Vilmanis said he felt dizzy, and they concluded that everything was fine, and Maurice kept him out.
Smart move by your coaching staff. He was just going to get fed by one of the 17 enforcers that we have.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I want everything clean. I thought what Mikey said, the Janot flu, we might have to make a T-shirt out of that.
Hilarious.
Great comment. But I come from a world where it's like if you dish it, you got to be able to take it.
You got to answer the bell. You got to answer the bell. He's also like Latvia. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah, and so then he was speaking with reporters about the hit, and he did seem like remorseful, which I can absolutely appreciate. But there was a couple of comments made by him on the hit, and he said, and if this is when they were shaking hands after the Latvia USA game, and again, like it could be lost a little bit in translation from Latvian, but it said, I just said what needed to be said. There's nothing between us, but I think that if I'll be in the NHL and I have a chance to play against Boston, they'll still try and find something. Then we'll see. So obviously it's a little broken there, but
he knows something's coming.
Yeah, dude. You think like,
2 + 2 = 4 here, genius.
You had a WWE move in center ice on a star player on the Bruins. Like, yeah, I'm assuming that they're not going to forget about that. Like, dude, you're good. That was a month ago.
You gave him the people's elbow on national television, and the broadcast was just staring at it like they had never seen a flying elbow before.
Just ridiculous.
Absurd, but props to McAvoy. He was definitely sucking down some Birria Moretti's or some brown bottle Peronis when he pushed send on that. That's a 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning timestamp, like Milan time.
I mean, vibes were high. I'm sure they took a PJ over to Milan, maybe a few pops. They weren't playing for a couple of days. We had
You're enjoying it.
We had the Patriots Super Bowl coming up, which was a stinker. We don't have to get into that, but
we're not covering that.
My vibes were at an all-time high. So I am a big advocate for what McAvoy did. And I guess we'll see what happens with the next time they play the Panthers. I'm sure they have a couple more games against them, so we'll see.
Time will tell. Yeah, probably drinking some nice house wine, some Milanese. Really, just had themselves a night, and then he said, "Just gonna hit send on this bad boy." Well, and him and Sway were just kind of like cooking, and like I think Werenski was over there, and like there was one other guy, like they were just up to no good.
Yeah, and I think I don't have it written down here, but I think Vilmanis did say like it's a play I shouldn't have made, which I can appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, we all know it happened so quick, right? Like you just want to get a piece of a guy, and if you're not a regular, you just want to do whatever you can to stay in. It was good for everyone to talk about for a little while. Like let's just like bury the hatchet and just watch him just get fed the next game, and
yeah,
we'll be good.
We'll be good.
We'll be good.
Did you catch JT Miller's parting interview leaving for Olympics?
Oh no, I didn't.
He was asked like leaving for All-Star break, what can we do to like kind of reset, like get back to like our winning ways kind of thing. And his comment was, I literally don't know. Come back with a better mindset, I guess.
See ya. I remember that one. Yeah, yeah. How do you say that? You're the
He's the
captain of the New York Rangers. Yeah, we'll just come back. Oh, we'll just hit the reset button for the second half after your GM just basically put a State of the Union out there saying everyone's for sale, 30% off.
just a tough look. He's on Team USA, so I'll leave it at that.
We're pro JT guys right now. We're pro JT guys. Great teammate right now.
A great teammate. I did see that the Bruins had a clip go out. It was like with like interviews, like funny interviews with the players of the Bruins, and they were talking about everyone's lettuce hair on the team and ranking them and blind ranking them and who has the best ones. And Hampus called Minton a Disney princess, but they do call Corpusalo the general because of his haircut.
The general, Prince
So
of
we're on this
Keys.
thing. I feel like they missed the mark on just calling him the Corp.
Literally,
Yeah.
the core. That's
So
it.
that was one thing that I came across. I did see the Norris rankings for call it midway through the season right now. McAvoy not even in the top 10 is jarring.
Yeah, I had this thought the other day, watching the game against Latvia, and obviously he's logging some good, meaningful minutes. It's a shame that I don't think he'll ever get there just because of the point production. And that's a shame. And I know on Chicklets they talk about like the best defensive defenseman or just like, or maybe the best defenseman voted on by peers, right? Or whatever it is. They need to have something there to honor those guys because obviously Quinn Hughes is insane. Makar is insane. Werenski's insane. He does it on both sides of the puck. Like as long as those three are in the league, they're going to be the three horses.
And they're all like 26, 27.
Max 29, I think, right? Chuck's a 97, I think. So
yeah.
like max 29. Yeah, I don't know. Like it sucks that he's not in it, but that's okay because we have him.
I know. It's just like it kind of stinks because you're sitting there and you're like, he deserves it. To your point about the point production piece, I mean, Mo Sider was second on this list. They have some different, I don't know, offensive, defensive rating with like a net rating to it, but he has 38. Mo Sider has 38 points in 58 games. When he's played the Bruins, it's not like I didn't notice him, but I didn't see him as like the number 2 caliber Norris. He's played unbelievable. He's carried Detroit pretty much from the D side all the way to this point. But
Yeah, but you say the same about McAvoy and the Bees.
Yeah, but like when we play Columbus, Werenski he has the puck like 60% of the game.
I mean, other than Sider, like basically killing Brock Nelson today, and we're recording on Sunday here, U.S. beat Germany. Other than that hit, he was like kind of invisible. Like he's playing like the best players in the world. Not invisible, but he's obviously a stud. He's a great player. For him to be second in the voting, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just again, when we play the Wings, I'm not afraid of watching the Bees play the Wings. Like their decor. All right, they got Sider, they got Sherratt, they got that kid Sandine Pellick or whatever, who is one of the best skaters I've ever seen in my entire life. But other than that, like I don't know, Sider, he's a stud. He's a complete stud, but I don't think he deserves to be number 2.
No. And so the list goes, so it's Makar, Sider, Werenski, Sanderson, Hudson, Chikrin, Morrissey, Hughes, Bouchard, Radish.
Hughes is that low on the list.
He is third to last.
He has set like every record known to man for the Minnesota Wild since coming over.
I am with you here.
Does Helen Keller put this list together?
I don't know. There's so many data points out there now that I don't even know what's what anymore. And
people just need the eye test.
Like the little X's and these little data points. I have no idea what's going on. I'm a pure eye test guy. I mean, it's as long as Makar is in the league, no one else is going to win the Norris.
But I mean, I don't know. Werenski and Hughes, them as a pair, and Oshbabe was talking about it on TV today with Ace, and it's just a cheat code. Werenski is so good. Hughes is so good. And people online are like, should have took Hudson over Hughes. It's like, shut up. Like the Montreal fans cry about it. Sorry. Quinn Hughes is so good. Hudson's a great player. He's a great player. But Hughes is on another level, in my opinion. He can play 35 minutes a night.
with ease.
Yeah, and he's still good and good defensively.
And he's been doing it now, I don't know, for like 7 years.
I feel like he's been in the league for like 10 years. Yeah, like it's
So
consistent. It's nonstop.
I can appreciate the comparison of Hudson and Hughes, but I would need to see Hudson do it for another 4 or 5 years at this rate.
Great, he's done it for a year and a half. Like,
We're talking about two different games.
totally. I hear you.
Highest win percentage for the NHL over the last 10 years. Bruins slated number 2.
Let me guess who's first. It's either the Lightning.
Lightning.
Is it? Yeah. I'm going to say the Lightning or the Avs. But the Avs haven't. They've been up and down.
But so it goes Lightning, Bruins, Vegas, Carolina, Colorado. The scary part about that, well, I don't think Carolina will ever win a cup. I think they're doomed. I think they have like a hex on them. But the three
Man-on-man system doesn't work, and they don't have enough jam.
no, and they don't have that star player either. Aho's nasty. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a McKinnon. He's not a Pastrnak. He's not a Kucherov. He's not.
I kind of think they need, like, Rod's obviously a good coach. I think they need a new voice in there. Like, honestly, like, they have to mix it up. They have the pieces, right? Their back end's great. Their goaltending kind of comes in waves. Now they got the bus. They might need a new voice, honestly. And like they've done well, but sometimes you just got to change it up to get over the hump, you know?
Oh, I agree. I completely agree. I think that things started going more downhill when they abruptly made that trade for Rantanen, and they had to get rid of
Panic button.
they had to get rid of Nachos, and Nachos has thrived in Colorado. Now he's locked up there for the next, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years, whatever it is. And they got Stankoven back from Dallas for Rantanen, which, I mean, great job by the GM just getting something out of that. But if you're comparing Stankoven to Nachos, we're talking about two different games.
Totally.
So,
I would love to see him in a Bruins jersey. Would have loved to see that. The Czech connection, him and Pasta, like, and Zaka, that would have been great. Like, would have been unreal. And Pasta would have had some help and a ton of speed. That would have been something. But yeah,
I know. So kind of on that same topic with like the trade talk, there's a lot of buzz going on right now about Patra, and I guess Vancouver has some interest in Patra.
the Studnicka deal 2.0.
It's one of those things that's now lingering. Lysell has kind of taken a back seat to it all. I don't know. I mean, Garland is 8th time being on the trade targets for the Bruins over the last 8 years.
I'll believe it when I see it, you know?
Yeah, so those are floating around out there. The other one was Trocheck. I don't. He's got, I think, like 2 or 3 years left on his contract. He's like just a hair over 5 per year. He's a hell of a deal. Obviously, he would play very well in the Bruins system. Like he would actually slate in perfectly. But the return on it, I mean, we did see what happened with Panarin, so they kind of set the precedent of like what they're willing to accept and try and
Yeah.
rebuild and everything. I could see the Bruins doing something with Patra, Lysell, first round, second rounder, or something like that.
Me too. I like Trocheck, and I've always liked this game. I liked when him and Marshy were kind of going at it a couple of years ago when he was on the Canes, and they were just kind of giving it on Twitter and stuff. But he would be a great Bruin, just how he plays. I just don't know if that's the direction that we're trying to go in, right? Where we, just age, like I mean, the guy's what, like 33 or something? Like he's not
32.
Like 32. Like he's not old, but he's not young. Like, what do we give up? Type of thing. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't hate it. Like, either way, like if we get him, great, and we don't give up a lot. And if we don't get him, I wouldn't be upset about it. That type of situation, because he's a dog. Like, he's a guy that you want to win. Like, I know the Wild have been thrown around. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up on a team like that, where they're kind of more ready to make a deep push and a deep run.
But it seems like the Wild's one trade piece is the kid Wallstead, which I'm still stunned by that they would be willing to give him up. But I guess it's because they have Gustafson locked up for a longer term.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know about that one. Like, you got to hold on to him.
The Rangers don't need a goalie. They got Shesterkin.
Yeah, well, they could dish him. Like, no one's safe. That's the thing, right? Like, what type of return does a guy like that bring back? You go him and McDavid 1-for-1. That's like literally like what you'd have to do something insane.
Yeah, it's just like imagine. I mean, I don't think the Hurricanes would do it now, but they would be a team that like would like probably be in on like it's just they've never had a goalie. Oh, the last goal they had was Cam Ward.
Well, they had like Frederick Anderson, but he's made of glass. And then that Kochetkov kid. And then who was the other guy? Antti Ranta or something like that.
They had the Peter Kucherov or something like
Yeah,
that.
he's still there, the Russian kid that plays like 5
Oh,
games a year. And he
he's
gets like,
still there.
yeah,
Wow. Okay,
last time I checked.
I didn't know that.
Sammy's going up to bed. Good night, Sam.
But I think Trocheck has now slated into my number one wanted for the Bruins.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we just I still think we need speed and a little bit of in scoring, honestly. I don't know if he brings us the speed. He does bring us some jam, but we got a lot of jam, you know?
But he has, I think it's like he's not very far from, I think, a point per game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what he's at right now. He's at 36 points in 43 games. So
Dash
I mean,
16. Not, I mean, not bad. He'll finish over 20 goals.
yeah. So I mean, something to keep an eye on. I don't know what's going to happen with this trade deadline. It seems pretty slow boots right now.
A
But
lot of weird things are going to happen, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah. But that's something to keep an eye on. There was another stat that I came across, and it was most hits by forward lines in the NHL this year. And this is a hilarious one. The Bruins came in at fourth, but it was with Janot, Kastelic, and Minton, who have not played together in month and a half, 2 months.
So imagine if they were still playing together.
And they're only 30 hits behind the first place. They would have, I mean, give them 10 more games.
We need a timestamp on. We need that stat on the last game they played together and how far ahead they were of everyone.
Yes, I'll go back and do that.
We're gonna
100%.
need that. That would be an unbelievable stat. Some good research.
Yeah, that was jarring that they were only 30 behind, and they literally, I can't remember the last game that they played together.
I think it was before Pasta got back, right? St. Louis.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the last time because they were together the whole first quarter at least, first
yeah.
third of the season, and then Pasta came back in that St. Louis game, and he started playing with Franz and Houdini. I don't know, one of those guys. Huh? That'd be a good one to have to go back and find because they'd have to lead by at least 50 hits.
Well, because I would like to see if they can give us the projected hits, like if they played all 82 together too. Like, I mean, I don't
Set the
think
single season record.
they're beating that record. I think it's the Islanders with Clutterbuck.
Martin and Cizikas,
Yeah, I don't think anybody's beating that record. Those were three
mutants.
hammer balls. Like they were hitting everything in sight. So, but anyways, that's all I got for housekeeping. All the other stuff is Olympics
Love it.
focused.
Love it. No, that was great. And I mean, we've talked a little Olympics, and like I said, this crap's on during the workday. It's just on the TV nonstop and watching nuts to butts. They're doing the bobsled stuff. They're just going crazy. The skeleton, and you have no idea what you're watching or what you're rooting for, but it is awesome. The hockey's been as advertised. I think I got a couple takeaways that I was like pumped to talk about. I think the production of the game has been great. I
Mhm.
was apprehensive about watching the game with the stands not up against the glass. It's like, oh, it looks kind of weird. Like, I wonder how that presentation's going to be. And I think NBC's been doing a really good job with different angles, the replay. They got the guy on the ice with the camera, like dressed in the white suit, like buzzing around, like whenever he can, then scurrying off. Intermission reports have been okay. They haven't been the best. Like Osh has good breakdowns, Ace is Ace, but I've been like pleasantly surprised. And even like the crappy games, like you'll have like a British announcer. He was doing Germany, Latvia, just laughing my ass off the other day, like watching that. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I've been pleasantly surprised. And there's a lot less commercials, which is great.
Yeah, the commercials piece is definitely huge. It is intermissions are shorter than what they are when we watch NHL games, which is great. I mean, I watched the USA Denmark, and then I think I watched another one of the ones that started at like 6 a.m. But like some of these smaller games, they don't have any intermission report. So
It's so funny. It's like you're watching the NE10 network on a
yeah, so like that,
Tuesday.
I think they just missed an opportunity there to allow some like other guys to hop in there and get like probably just like pro bono work at the end of the day, right? Like if you want to be on national television for the Olympics, like come over and break down this Latvia Denmark game or something. You know what I mean?
Or
So
there's gotta be like a Latvian guy who's I'm sure Latvia, they have it on the national
yeah,
news TV. It's like their main channel, whatever. But there's gotta be just like a Latvian dude in the States that loves hockey and who like just bring someone in. Like
that was my point.
something, you know? Because like it's cool. The Olympics are cool because obviously you got the big name guys on these teams. Like Denmark, you got Ehlers, Bjorkstrand, like the list kind of goes on. Not on, but like
Yeah.
it continues past those two guys. But I don't know, like bring someone on to talk about the other guys and like where they're playing and how their seasons are going. Like
That's actually good.
I'm genuinely curious about that. I always just
Yeah.
elite prospects guys. Oh, like where's he? Like who's this guy? Yada yada. Like I think it's
That's
pretty
actually a good
interesting.
point. That would have been nice to have just a breakdown because I mean, I know nothing about the Dell. I know nothing about the SHL. I know nothing about any of these other international leagues. And I know they're good. I know it's great hockey, but I don't know anything about it. So like understanding like, yeah, this guy plays for this team in Sweden and they're in first place and he's the best player on the team. Like just something that I can like hang
Anything.
on to. And like it helps out that team that he's playing for. It helps out with that player. Even like I was watching the Italy game and they were getting peppered and they were doing their best out there. Their goalie is spectacular.
Oh,
Spectacular.
he's gonna be good.
He's a second round pick, 21 years old, and he starts regularly in the SH.
Yeah, like stud. He'll be playing for the Ducks sooner than you think.
If I'm the Ducks, I was bricked up watching the Olympics.
That first game, the saves he was making were insane.
He was spectacular. Those scores could have been 15, 20 nothing if he wasn't in the net. And like he like even the game I watched yesterday, they lost. I think it was 11 nothing. And I think the new goalie came in like maybe like halfway through the second or whatever. They still walked away collectively with like 50 plus saves.
It's not well, that's the cool part about the Olympics too, right? Obviously, like some teams just get completely pumped, like the Italies and the Frances, like but it's just fun to watch these guys. Like that guy, Nick Saraceno, he played at Providence College.
Mm,
Yeah, just not probably dual citizenship or something, like
yeah.
half the guys on the Italian team, but just cool to see different guys get in and compete, right? Like regardless of how you get there, you're an Olympian for life. And like they're sneaky people like we didn't know the world didn't know about the Italian goalie for the most part, right?
Like,
And now like everyone's talking about him. It's so cool, and that's, like, what the Olympics give you. I just don't think they do going back to the broadcast and everything, I just don't think they do a good enough job of helping continue to build the game. I think there can be a lot more to help build the game, get a lot more people involved, get them more excited. Like, you can't really even share the clips online, which is brutal, you know? If we're all about building the game, let us just share the clips.
point.
Who cares who owns it? It's
I know.
someone's gonna screen record it anyways and push it out. At least just give people the opportunity to.
But to your point, like a lot of people are I think hockey's growing a lot over the last couple of years. And it's probably due to a number of reasons, and it's awesome to see. Like for the newer fans, and even for like us, like I don't know anything about the SHL. I'd love to understand, like, because like I mean, Lysell put in the SHL. We had other guy. I think we have a defenseman down there right now from a trade that we made. Like, I'd love to understand, like, what's the setup? Like, what can we expect with this league? Like, how does it compare to the NHL? Like, is it AHL level? Is it a little bit above the AHL level? It's all kind of just guessing and asking people that are in that network to give you a full understanding of it. But I think you make a really really good point that a little bit more knowledge around where these guys are coming from would go a long way.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head, right? It's like, obviously, like, we know people who've played in certain leagues around the world, so we can ask and get the inside scoop, but other than Matt Murley putting out EBR bets where I'm just dumping 10, $15 on a parlay at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday morning for the SHL or the German league, it's kind of all I got, and I
Oh,
just check flash scores. That's really all I got.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's I think they definitely missed an opportunity there. I think it goes without saying that the Olympics hockey, both men and women's, is the two like leading sports of this Olympics. Like I think that's what's gaining the most traction, if I had to guess.
totally. I mean, but people get juiced up for skiing and all that crap too. But I mean, it's like really the only pure. I could be wrong, but like the pure team sport in the Winter Olympics. Like
Yeah, and
other
then
than like relay, but like they all do individual stuff as well, right? Like there's really nothing like it.
but like on the same topic about the Olympics, the USA women's team, nasty,
Wagon,
nasty.
wagon.
They let up one goal in 3 games.
Yeah, they've outscored their opponents. I heard the stat earlier. I didn't write it down, but it was just my jaw hit the floor. They
Yes.
got a big one against Sweden though here, and I think if they can get through that, they'll beat. I mean, they put Canada on the workbench.
Yeah,
Like, granted, they didn't have Philippe Poulin or whatever her name, like the best women's hockey player to ever
is she
play
out for the
women's
whole
hockey
tournament?
on the planet. I don't know.
Okay.
Not
Because I know
sure.
there's some hatred there. It dates back a number of years, but it was like I think it was like the 90s where Canada won the gold over the US and Canada caught wind that like they put their flag, the Canadian flag on the ground or something along those lines. So it dates back probably 20, 30 years. But I mean, imagine imagine if we got Canada US for both men and women's for the gold.
It'd be unbelievable. You think the men beat the piss out of each other? These Canadian and American women, they beat the crap out of each other
Oh, it's
every year, like three,
yeah,
4 times a year, and it's just real. Like the guys in the NHL, they play each other best on best. Like they do the World Championship, they all go to friggin' Switzerland or wherever, and they get bombed, and they just have a good time. Like no one really cares. It's just a vacation. But these women, they beat the wheels off each other 3, 4 times a year in these like global series.
they do. They do. It's
Like
great
it's
hockey.
nuts. It's
It's
awesome.
it's also crazy to see that the names that we've seen from like I don't know when we were in high school and college, like
Like
Alex Tuck,
Hillary, yeah, Hillary Knight's still cooking.
Kendall Coyne.
Coins, yeah.
Yeah. So it's awesome to see, and like I mean, I would pray for that lineup. But speaking of lineups, gold medal game Sunday, February 22nd at 8:10 a.m.
I didn't even see that. That's brutal.
8:10 a.m. on Sunday.
Well, you got to think about it though. The 3 p.m. Eastern start. That's like the second period. Kenny was like, "Yeah, it's 10:30 local time." It's like maybe not play this late, but maybe we get like a noon start.
Well, that's my thing is like the bronze medal game is the day before, and it's at like 2:20 Eastern, which is like 8 p.m. their time. Like I even if they had to give us like 8 or 8:30 p.m. on Sunday, don't care. Don't care whatsoever. It's gold medal game. It's like putting on the Super Bowl at 8:30. Like I don't care. Like it's more like these like one-off games that piss me off that they're putting them on at like 9 p.m. Like give me a break. I got work tomorrow. Everyone has work tomorrow. Like but like gold medal game 8:10. I mean, God forbid like I want to grab a coffee in the morning.
You
Like
can't.
I no. It's just ridiculous. So I mean, whatever. I mean, it's just like I'm gonna be tucked in Saturday night pretty early, and I'll be ready to rock. But just an insane move by them.
Yeah, I don't get it, but I'm gonna watch. It's like watching like a shitty Premier League soccer game that's not good enough to play the prime time, like 10:30 or like 11:30 start, and it's like you're watching like Leeds play like West Ham for like a meaningless like relegation game or like middle of the table. It's like, what am I doing here?
We Leeds, we always support Leeds.
This is an Arsenal household. This is an Arsenal household. But I got a couple things. I got a question for you that I've been
Yeah,
wanting to ask. But before I do that, I'm sick of people still talking about Robertson, Caulfield, and those guys getting snubbed.
give me a
Old
break.
news. I'm
Give
all
me,
in on this team. Like we got Trocheck and Miller, we got Jam, and I think Osh made a good point on Chicklets. He's like, we just like who does the US have if they bring those two guys that can compete with Canada's toughness? And other than like Brady and Matthew kinda
yeah,
has it, we really don't. So I'm all in. We can put that whole story to bed. Don't need to talk about it. But the bigger question is, after watching the games here, you have to rank your top 3 American forwards and like right now.
Eichel. Eichel won. With there's no argument. Eichel's won.
I agree. Okay, I was just making sure we're on the same page.
We're
Who
not
do you
even-
have for 2 and 3 though?
It's a good question. I mean, they haven't played a ton of good competition yet.
You can even take into consideration the NHL season. If you had 3 guys you had to build a team around.
Yeah.
Right now, Eichel's your
I
one.
mean, like personally, like Brady Tkachuk, without a doubt. I mean, young captain, animal, scores, hits, fights, good captain from what I've seen.
Okay, we're two.
Is this off your list, or is this like a list that someone else made?
This was a question I saw and I wanted to ask, but my
Oh, okay.
list so far is Eichel and Brady Tkachuk,
And
and
then one other forward.
yes,
Okay. I mean, I love Larkin's game.
I like that pick. I would go Matt Boldy.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's
Like
that's a brain fart on my part. Yeah, without
a a friend of a friend of the program.
got ice cream once.
Yeah, carpooled like 3 times. But yeah, I would say Eichel, Brady, and Boldy. Watching them, they're on another planet. Whatever, the Matthews with the captaincy, like there's like 15 captains in that room. Like they just got to slap the C on someone. Like that's how I'm viewing it. And everyone has a different leadership role in that team, right? And it's like I'm over that. I think that's old news too. He had a couple of goals today, but Eichel is the engine that's going to keep this team going. And that line with him and the Kachucks is going to have to carry this team.
I can't get over how good Eichel is. I mean, like I don't. If you're a Buffalo Sabres fan, if you're in Buffalo Sabres management, coaching, scouting, whatever, you're watching these games, right?
You just go take a long, long walk off a short pier with a couple of ankle weights on, and that is it.
The hurt will never end, even when he retires. Because like I mean, it's like Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. We're still talking about it. It was like 10 years
You
ago.
had to go there.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying though. It's like that's what the type of player we're talking about. We're talking about MVP type of player, and it's I mean, I guess there's a nice little other prize to have Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson looks great.
They could be on the same team right now.
And so could Reinhart.
They could all be on the same team, and they could be winning cups.
Team.
But you wouldn't let the kid get the surgery, and now you have to cry over spilt milk.
And he plays in all 3 zones. He's in top 10 in scoring for the tournament. He's so fast. And dude, even like the partial breakaway from the box today against Germany, he was flat-footed. He got the inside leg in to bring the puck from post to post.
He could have buried that. If he got under that, he could have buried it. And I was like, oh, he's not moving. And next thing you know, he's just shielding the guy off the puck. It's like, oh, he might tuck.
He's insane. I also I think people love to see blood. Like people see blood in the water on the Austin Matthews discourse, and people are like, blah blah blah, like he stinks and whatever. He's fucking nasty. Like, give me a break. Like, give me a literal break. He hears the media from Toronto all the time. Now he's got it worldwide because someone slapped a generational tag on him and whatever. I mean, he's a Hart Trophy winner. He's a Rocket Richard winner. He had like
60. Yeah, 70.
He had 69 goals one year. Like, give me a goddamn break. Like, so I'm done hearing about the Austin Matthews discourse. The guy's probably just like fed up with everyone. Just like, leave me alone. I'm trying to play hockey.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just like, and give the guy like some credit. He got the C for a reason. They must have saw something there. And people are like, oh, he left McDavid wide open in the slot in the 4 Nations thing. It's like, hey, you ever miss your assignment, pal?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, weird. You're playing the best team and the best players on planet Earth, and maybe the puck moved a little fast and you stepped out of position, and hey, they capitalized. It's a game of mistakes. Could have been anyone. Like, shut up.
I guess what everything else he did within that 4 Nations tournament, just throw it away. We're just done with it. Like, give me a break.
He could have buried here. It's like, yeah, all right, pal.
Yeah.
Pipe down. You get out there.
I did see that from the Denmark game, a couple clicks for the state of Massachusetts. 4 of the 6 goals all born in Boston or in like neighboring towns of Boston, like in Massachusetts.
Not bad. I got another comment on that game though.
Wait, hold on.
No, I think you might have butchered that one maybe.
Scratch that. I got duped by this graphic. 4 of them went or they either went to BU or BC. 3 out of the 4
Are
were
born in Mass. Yeah, I
born
know
in
what you're
Mass.
talking about. Yeah.
I just got duped, so scratch that from the record.
That's okay. We won't cut that. There is one thing. That goal that Swayman let up from the red line. Hey, you look at that angle from the boards. If that thing's coming in at like 75, 80 miles an hour, I don't give a crap who you are. If you lose that for half a second, that's going in.
Yeah. No, that's like
The boards are black.
I know. It was decisive. It was I talking about the angles of the broadcast. Like we got the goalie's view. Puck changed directions.
I didn't even see it. I watched it like 5 times.
It was it's a tough look, but I mean I love that Swayman got a game. Like now like he's
Same here.
like cuz like I think everyone takes for granted like the Olympics, like people forget that the last Olympics was amateurs and like some of these guys like this is their first go at it. And like 4 Nations was great, but like, the Olympics is different. And for
The
you to
Olympics,
have
yeah.
you to have your stamp in the record books of like you having a game in there, despite I mean you got the win. The win's a win, right? So it's like it's got to be very cool.
Oh, you're on the team. That's one
Yeah.
thing. But I mean, like they could have at least given like Lacombe a shift. You know, like playing against like
Was he on the bench?
Latvia. No, he was getting the press box hattie again today. But like these guys come all this way, just give them a couple minutes so they
I
can get on
know.
the score sheet or something, you know. And like I know it's the Olympics. This isn't like a handout, but we're playing Latvia, Denmark, and Germany. The guy made the team. Like I think you can just throw him in for 3 minutes. Have him kill a penalty. The kid's nasty. Like he can move. Big time. But Canada is scary right now. Not sorry, I cut you off right there. I'm sorry, but watching them.
He's not up in the play as much.
And
So you
that's the
don't really
best compliment you could give a D right there.
100%. 100%. So like yeah, I mean I saw Keller out there today.
I like this game. I
Yeah,
like this game. And I
I
think
love
you play him in a do or die game over Connor. And nothing against Connor. But
Yeah.
I think you play a guy like Kells in that situation.
I'm walking back my take a little bit on Connor. I think he's an unbelievable hockey player. I just think like it's the same story as playing regular season to playoffs. It's Olympics. It's just a different game, and you can see some guys adjust to it, and some guys play the same game, and it just doesn't work the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. And totally. I mean, the Olympics have been great. They've been as advertised. We've waited long enough for this, and it's awesome to see it. It's good. Go ahead, because I have one. We might have the same one. Hilarious. Like, who did he kill? It looks like a snap that you'd like send to your buddy. That was a Snapchat. Like, give these guys something they can like bring home and like they're gonna get their jersey frame. Like, I don't know, give them something. I did. Well, it's kind of that question. But this is also a hot take. The dance kid on Latvia who plays on the Baby Bees. Why haven't we seen this kid in Boston? And he's done it at UMass. He came into Providence. He's been ripping it up. Don looks like a genius yet again in his little Harvard graduation speech, get up, whole 9 yards. His game looks great. And I think we might be letting the cat out of the bag here. If we get a certain someone on over the next couple weeks, we'll have an even more of an inside scoop into this guy and his game. So we'll leave it at that. Just laugh in your face. Yeah. Like, I would love to see him get a sniff. That was the only other thing that I had Olympic wise. Yeah. Everyone's got to get on the same page. I think so. I'm not really sure. I just don't know why, like, it's just not consistent. Right. And even if it's that case in world championships and like world juniors or whatever, let's just have everyone kind of on the same page. It's a pretty black and white sport. If you just want to call it a little tighter in a European setting, call it a little tighter. I don't care, but like, let's just not let's not over rotate on something like that and keep it pretty because it's frustrating to watch. Like a lot of the goals being called back, goaltender interference, all that crap. Guys, like Matthews looked at the ref like twice after he scored today against Germany. Like, is that gonna be a goal? It's like, how about we don't have to look at the ref and worry about scoring goals and just go about it? Yeah, I agree. I mean, Tom Wilson almost killed a man today if they let him scrap for real. That kid would have died. I saw that he wasn't. Could be wrong yet again, but I saw that he was not gonna get a sussy. I think that's what it is, 'cause what I was reading is that he's gonna be back for the game against either, Czechia or Denmark. You gotta step up for your guy. That's why you're there, pal. That's why you're there. Know your role. No, like, go go relax. Like, take the rest of the night off. We got this. It's 10 to 2. We got this. I know. Kucherov even came out and said it. Or you could go Shesterkin in there too. Literally the 4 best goalies on planet Earth are Russian. Yeah, it's a damn shame that they're not. Like, I don't give a crap all your political beliefs. Same thing too about like the US. People are like, look at Chuck, I can't root for team like the US. Shut up. Are you not American? Like, I don't give a crap about your political beliefs. What side of the spectrum you're on. Like, this crap should bring people together. Like, be proud to be in like, maybe you're not right now with like whatever's going on. Again, don't care. Like, don't care. That has nothing to do with politics. No. And they got the commercial. It's like a corny commercial, but it's the Sox fan walks onto the subway with a Yankees fan and he's watching the game on his phone and she just starts watching, or like the guy walks into a bar with the Cowboys jacket on and they're all Eagles fans and they're all going nuts. So it's like, what are we doing here, people? Like, how about we just have like a little bit of pride in who we are, not to rant about it. But that pissed me off when I see that wagon. Or like you kick out, like, no offense to Finland, like maybe your little brother sits this one out and you let the big dogs duke it out. Or you have like a Team Europe or something to get them back in the mix. But yeah, there should have been no reason that Russia was not in this. Like, don't penalize the athletes. No. Yeah, and the Russians are gonna let everyone hear it for eternity, which stinks, but hey, you still gotta play the game, so you still gotta play just like the Pats, you gotta play who's in front of you, and you can only do what you can do there, so. Well, right on. It'll be good to see here. We either got Sweden or Latvia next. Kind of a hose job, Sweden finishing 7th. It's Switzerland or Italy play Finland, Germany or France play the Slovaks, Sweden, Latvia versus the US, and Czechia and Denmark versus Canada. That's according to ESPN.com as of 5 o'clock Eastern. So we'll have to see. Yeah, it's going to get good. I think there will be some upsets. It's going to be good, and I am pumped to watch for the next week. So anything else on your end, Brian? Yeah, I don't know either. Men against boys, when you have the depth like the US does, you can't keep up. Well, that was because they won the Worlds, and they were the top-ranked team going into the tournament, according to that. So that's why Group C is easier or less competitive than Group A and B. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's been awesome. Our little impromptu episode here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Do the things on social, like, subscribe, share. We're trying to get some more content out, keep it fun, do some silly stuff. So give us ideas. Voicemails are back, so reach out if you want to drop one. And USA Hockey is do or die. Let's ride this thing out till the end, till the wheels fall off. Free bird. All right. Peace.